Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's Christmas time again. You guys, feliz Navidad. Christmas season. I'm so excited, you guys. Ignore the way I'm feeling or the way I'm looking. I'm very excited. My Christmas mood is already top notch, and the weather is also helping. The weather is helping the mood as well. How are you doing? Today's video or today's topic is very interesting. I don't want it to be too serious, and at the same time I also want to confirm how you're doing. Please respond in the comments. How will I be shooting videos and people will not be commenting? People don't comment as much, so please respond in the comments. Let me know how you are doing. I really want to know how you're doing. I genuinely want to know that. Thank you to everyone who has stayed with me since the year began. I'm still going to do a proper end of the year video, but prepping you ahead of that. Thank you for everyone who has stayed with me. Thank you for everyone who has celebrated with me, celebrated my wins with me. I'm so thankful for every one of you. I pray that the year is going to end well for each and every one of us in the name of Jesus. Before we jump into today's topic, have you liked this video? Have you subscribed to this channel? Why have you not subscribed? You are always coming, watching the video, watching and going. Subscribe to the channel right now. Click that subscription button. Click it. It doesn't bite. Turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time a new video drops. And remember to like this video. Recently, I've been torn between purchasing some things. I'm not even going to lie. I've been torn between, purchasing certain things, luxurious brands, and just sticking to regular. And as simple as this may sound, this is probably the story and the dilemma of a lot of people, a lot of young people like me, my generation, Gen Z people, and younger generation, and possibly some older people. So this video is just a video to address that topic, because I think some things need to be said, and I'm here in this video to help you drive home a lesson on contentment. Is a video to drive home a lesson on planning, and a video to drive home the lesson on budgeting. First issue, let's talk about why it is important to live your size per time. Bishop David would always say something, men are in sizes, life is in faces. Some people are 40, some people are 45. They have had seasons of lack, and now they're in their season of plenty and their season of abundance. You can't compare yourself who is just starting out in life, trying to live that kind of lifestyle, trying to live a lifestyle of people that have gone way ahead of you. Went to an open market recently, me and my friend. The video is on my channel. If you'd like to watch it, I'll link it somewhere. And we saw some sweater. I'm going to spell it out for you to know what I'm talking about. Sweater that I'm wearing. It was like some of them were going for £100 or about £100. And my friend was like, hey, this money is a lot of money for a sweater. And sweaters here are fairly maybe like 10, 15, 20 pounds roughly. Or even if you want to really spend luxuriously, maybe you get a sweater for like 30 pounds or 40 pounds. And we're really amazed to see that some people would be able to afford that. But then this video is to help you understand that it's okay to not be able to afford certain things. And the fact that you have the money does not mean that you can afford it. Let me explain something to you. If you have 20,000 naira, I'm using naira because I come from Nigeria and that's the currency we spend. You cannot afford to splurge with 5,000 naira. Let me put it in perspective for you. 5,000 naira is 25% of your earning. So if you're earning 20,000 naira, you cannot splurge with 5,000 naira because that's 25%. And in my opinion, I think that's irresponsible. So if you want to splurge, you can splurge with 2,000 naira. That's 10%. You need to live your life per size, per season. And sizes change, to be honest. If I'm honest, sizes do change. Some people right now, their ability is to purchase street food, and that is very okay. This is so okay. I was listening to Bovi, who was talking about shame. I'm going to put the link. I think everybody should watch that video. We're talking about the culture of shame, and how the culture of shame has really hindered a lot of people from being themselves, because you are ashamed to say that you cannot afford certain things, or because you're ashamed to live your size per time. You then begin to live above your means, and that becomes a problem for you. Or you then begin to live in a manner that you cannot afford, because having the money, like I said, is not the same thing as being able to afford it. So even though the money may be in your bank account, It's okay to not be able to afford certain things. And don't let the cashier or the restaurant person prey on your pride and make you pay for a meal that you would ordinarily not pay for. A meal that when you get back home, you'll be thinking, Jesus Christ, what have I done with this money? You swallow that shame. You get there. When I was preparing for my graduation, I reached out to some people, and I reached out, let me just say category. I reached out to a makeup artist, asking if the makeup artist could help me with my makeup for my graduation. She billed me about £200. And I said, right now, I can't afford it. You know that sometimes people would give you the price of certain things and you would ask yourself, where do I begin to bargain from? How do I even slash this money without it looking like I want to kill the person's business? You know, so I just told the person downright, I cannot afford this right now. This is way above my budget. And I think that's something we all need to learn to say. We need to learn to say, I can't afford to spend this money on Asoebi. Asoebi is like a custom cloth for an event. I can't afford to spend this money on restaurant right now. I can't afford to spend this money on fancy dining right now because I'm not in that space. Learn to say those words. Learn to use your no. Learn to say, no, I cannot afford this right now. And you will not die. Rather, you'll be happy and you will live at peace. Now, the big question may be, can't I enjoy myself? Of course, I'm a big fan of enjoying yourself, but enjoy yourself within your means. Enjoy yourself within your affordability brackets. And if you really want to splurge, on those designer stuff, save towards it. So let's use our context of 20,000 naira and you want to splurge on an item that is 5,000 naira. Save towards it. Remember that your enjoyment budget, have an enjoyment budget or an enjoyment plan. Your enjoyment budget is 2,000 naira, 10% of your earning. Save 2,000 naira this month. Next month, save 2,000 naira. The third month, save 2,000 naira. After 3 months, you have 6,000 naira. You have 5,000 naira to splurge as you would want, and an extra 1,000 naira. What does that teach you? It teaches you a system of delayed gratification. It teaches you a system of rewarding yourself. And when you finally get to splurge on that item, you feel like, oh my God, I genuinely rewarded myself with this. This was something that I actually saved for. So even though in a sense, I've looked like you had the money, that's for people who even have the money. You also need to ask yourself, is this money worth spending at this particular point in time? So you can always save towards it. Another point that I'm also going to be sharing on is on living contented. Learn to live contented. Drink water and mind your business. Shut down the voice of the distraction. Mute those ads. Why are they advertising designer? Every time you scroll Instagram, you scroll TikTok, it's always designer. And you're looking at it, mute the ad. Thankfully now there's ad preferences. You can always say this ad is not relevant to me. Mute that ad. Filter your choices. If somebody is always oppressing you on the internet, mute the person, I beg. You must at the same time count your costs. So this brings us to the final leg of the conversation, which is on planning. You need to plan. The Bible says no man who wants to build a house will not first sit down and count the cost. So even you as a person, no matter how rich you are, with your 20,000 naira earning or whatever currency you're earning in, you need to have a plan. And like I said, I'm a sucker for writing things down. Write it down. It may not necessarily be in ink. It could be on your phone. Put it in percentage. You know that 10% of my income goes to food. Every month I spend 30% of my money on data. Every month I spend 30% of my earning on this. It gives you perspective to realize, oh my God, I am wasting money. So put things in perspective. Know that, okay, 5% of my money will go to enjoyment, 10% will go to, kingdom giving, 20% will go to humanity. Whatever it is, however it is you want to structure your earning, please structure it. But at the same time, learn to save. Have a financial plan. Have a reasonable financial plan, not financial plan that even you know that is so, you decide to save 80% of your salary, that, or 80% of your earning, that's not very feasible. Have a reasonable financial plan and please try to stick towards it as much as you can. Also a YouVersion Devotional on 40 days of contentment if you still need any further advice on being contented and living your size per time. And I think it's really important because we're about to start a new year in 2024 by the grace of God, God's Spirit in our lives. I don't want you to enter 2024 with the same mindset or with the same approach that you must press people's necks when you don't have the money or you cannot afford it. So you must enter 2024 with a different mindset, and I'm here for that for you. Life is in phases, men are in sizes. With this, we have come to the end of today's video. I hope you learned one or two things. Remember to leave me a comment. I would love to read that comment. Like this video if you learned anything at all, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye for now.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about